But so I feel a little bit better about myself right now, just with the craziness that's actually not so bad. Don't get me wrong, it's packed in there. It is wired nowhere like what I would have wired. It's almost like an electrical engineer wired this because it's all house volt stuff, 110, 220, 440 stuff. But with that said, kudos for figuring it the hell out. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Right here, Project Street Legal again, 1970-ish Sanrail. This episode, I'm saving it for the middle probably because it's my favorite thing to do ever. Yes, electrical. I'm gonna try to wire this thing up. Looking over this, as best as I can. Obviously, I can pretty much see everything. I'm going to try to salvage as much as the original harness as I can. The main log, branches, what have you, all look fine. No fire damage, no nothing. Looks like the most of it got caught in the back, which is what it is. The lights up top, they're going away anyway, so that's not a big deal. Any obviously bad wires getting replaced. But I'd say a good, at least 70% of the wiring looks all right. With that said, everything has to be rewired as far as the lighting goes in the front because you probably see there's wiring just hanging. The rear's same thing, and we got burnt up harnesses. And there's a bunch of stuff done on this that I'm not a fan of, which will also be rectified. But with that said, I'm going to try to not have to completely gut this car and start from scratch. Here where the problem with that lies. By me doing that, I don't have a wiring diagram and now I have to figure everything else out. Could it be faster for me to rip everything out and put it together? Probably not. Is it faster for me to do what I'm about to do? Probably not. They'll probably equal out to about the same time. But with that said, I know at least all the wires in this car are ran where they need to go, and it's wired because it has side lights and other weird random things on this. It's a simple system. It's not like I'm trying to, diagnose a, Jeep Trackhawk without a diagram. It's a simple system. I'm going to rewire a bunch of it anyway, but the main runs that are already in the car are ideal for what I need to do. So, all right, I guess first thing is bring in, I'm hoping this thing has a fuse block because I have one. Actually, I have two I can use. This thing needs fuses. So it doesn't, burn to the ground. I don't see a easily accessible one floating around somewhere, so I'm hoping it's in this cowl. So let me drag in, we'll pull this thing open and see what we got going on. All right, I'm gonna pop this panel off because there's less amount of wiring on it, and hopefully I'm gonna have some fuse blocks or fuse block under here. The one thing I noticed is, the reason I'm hoping it's under this side is this is where the main log comes up to feed this everything in here. You are on there. Screwdriver. I don't think this has ever been off. All right, what do we got? Oh, I see a bunch of stuff. Wow. Ooh. Ooh. Are these house switches? I see a fuse block. Whoever built this, I like you guys. The freaking wires are labeled. All right, if this is wipers, fused. All right, if these are wipers, I'm assuming that's washer squirter. I mean, we got a big ass wiper motor in here too. All right, first thing being first, how do I disconnect this wiper motor? There we go. All right. This is all, 220, 110, 220 stuff. This is an automotive app. It doesn't matter, switches don't care, but they're not 12 volt switches. All right, that would be that. Looking for what should be this 10 gauge wire right here. Should be main power in. Ground, dome light. Man, it's actually, I mean, it's really well done in here. I mean, one house nut, that's fine. Are any of these popped? None of the fuses look popped, which is a bit concerning. I need a better ground. Trying to get ground right now. We got ground. That lug has nothing. Steel beams, high beams. Ground. Lights. Fused. 2 low beam, I'm assuming. SB. Might have lost connection at the back. I don't know what's going on yet, guys. So my thing is right now, I know I at least have some power going somewhere up here. At least the blinkers blink. Holy crap, it moved. I'm gonna keep lubing that so it actually, well, now it doesn't come back. But that's fine for right now. Getting room was the important part. There we go. Oofta. Just stay. Holy switch. Oh, okay. Ooh, nice grounding block. Ooh, nice grounding block. Don't mind if I do. If you hopefully work. Power. Yes, grounding block grounds things. All right, we got power at this. All right, there's power at the ignition fuse. There, I am keyed on. Where'd my light go? Damn it. Oh, there it is. I'm curious what's what on this thing or on the switch. All right, accessory. All right, I have no accessory power and the key is. Holy shit, it came alive. No, I'm still not throwing any accessory voltage. But starter circuit works and there's no power going to the ignition side of it. Oh, I still have power? Well, obviously. All right. Hold, please. I'm going to take that ignition, put it on here, and see if we get something different. Actually, where's the jumper wire? I can do everything with a jumper wire currently. Ugh. This key, a couple times, more than a couple, and I haven't got anything out of it. All right. So now this stupid thing has jumped on. All right, that's off. All intents and purposes, the car should think it's on. Like key on. Oh, blinker. Blinker. Horn? Horn. We know the hazards work. All right, this works. So whatever spider web we have going on actually might just be related to the back of the car or the lighting, which is probably going to be really phenomenal. Obviously, we don't have lights due to the fact that, well, it's kind of destroyed, wiring-wise. All right, let's move to the front. Is that a tow? Why? It is. All right, let's go to the front of the car and start up there, and we'll try to sort this out. I have, like, the blinker switch and stuff. Super cool that it works. I literally am probably going to take pictures of this and rob the idea for myself. Because it's very, very overcomplicated for a two-way switch. With that said, I'm curious how the taillights are wired. The reason I say I'm curious how the taillights are wired is because if it's either a single bulb or a dual bulb, blinkers, if they're on their own circuit, cool. But if it's like an 1157 where it's sharing, we might have an issue. Actually, seeing how everything's open, I want to see 3 wires back there for power. And of course not, there's only 2. So that means everything is running through the brake switch or the blinker switch that is made. Everything's running through there, which I'm happy that's not burnt up. All right, because the taillights I ordered are not going to work. Well, I mean, they will work. They're just not going to work properly. Or as I want them to. I have a 5-wire setup. Basically, blinkers are itself, running light and brake light. So it should have 3 wires. 5 if you count the ground links for the systems. 2-wire setups, everything's running through there. So I got to order new taillights. Awesome. That's good. Anything back here work? Well, this one's disconnected. Holy shit. All right, we're going up with a blinker. Tell me if that brake light comes on. Well, you're not telling me. So I'm assuming it's not. I can't see a reflection. We'll cross that bridge when we get to that bridge. I could see if I got power down there. Because this switch could just be garbage. Yeah, there's power. I have no idea what the hell that relay is for. So what I'm going to end up doing for the taillights, this is the feed. I'm going to probably hack that and do my thing. And order another set of taillights. All right, front. Front's going to be the most fun because I got to get headlights, turn signals. I'm still waiting on them, but I can get the systems functional because I have the plugs for these. Get this nose off. Like I said, everything's just kind of, I think I said it, everything's just kind of on here for now. Stay. All right, main harness log is right here. Like, whoever wired this, pretty cool. These are trailer plugs. That is an awesome idea. So trailer plug there. That red wire goes there. That red wire is busted. That all goes into there. That's not helping me. It's probably for those lights. I got nothing there. Nothing up front, side light. Holy crap, I got both running lights in the back. All righty. Taillights are on their own switch? No? High beams, tail lights, reverse lights, door lights. What the hell's a door light? None of these switches work. All right, not really sure what the hell's going on with the lighting system. With that said, this is where I get to have fun and start probing for power. Because if this is how old boy has it wired, say high beam, low beam, running light, ground, I don't know what that other wire is. There's way too many lights up here. I might go and go to Harbor Freight and grab some connectors. Be completely honest with you. All right, all switches on because I don't know what anything does. Something has to give power. Nothing there. Nothing there. All right, that pin has power. Nothing there. And nothing there. Middle pin has power. All right, so I got power there and I got power there. I don't know what they would be. Look at this guy. Nothing on that. What can I flip off that will change something? All right, lights. Lights is that circuit, I'm assuming. I did see the tail light kick on. This plug, lights. All right, nothing on lights. High beam. Not high beam. Not that light. Whatever the hell second switch down is that light. Okie dokie. So we're 2 for 3. Try blinkers. Nothing. There's the blinker signal. All right. And this way. Yep. All right. Let me disco this battery. Because like I said, we are just hot wired right now. I'm going to have to trace back some stuff because it's wired a lot differently. Like a lot differently than I would wire this thing. But I mean, might keep it like that. I don't know yet. Working through this together. Like I said, the hard part is when you get into stuff like this, well, number one, you don't know what you're getting into. Number two, it's really well done, so that's a huge bonus. Yeah, I'm giving it to ponder because I got to figure out, like I said, I got to figure out what the lights do. Blinkers are easy. High beam, pretty much. I want to get everything on its own switch, if you will, a normal push pull dongle. versus toggles. I'm not a huge fan of toggle switches, to be completely honest with you. All right, give me a second to reassess what I got going on. But so I feel a little bit better about myself right now, just with the craziness that's actually not so bad. Don't get me wrong, it's packed in there. It is wired nowhere like what I would have wired. It's almost like an electrical engineer wired this because it's all house volt stuff, 110, 220, 440 stuff. But with that said, kudos for figuring it the hell out. But a lot of it's unnecessary. So my battery's dying. I'll be back. All right, guys. It's been a few days. I don't know where the hell I left off, but anywho's, I got stuff. I got stuff to do wiring. I hope I have everything I need. Problem lies, I got to get all these lights off. And then we can proceed to, I don't know, figure out how to wire this thing. Like I said, most of the stuff seems like it works. The main runs that are concerned. The problem is, well, there's a bunch of stuff missing. And I want to simplify, make the dashboard a little simpler by getting rid of all the toggles to work the lights. I want to go pretty much like you would have in a factory car. Pull switch and well, we're gonna go foot button as far as high and low beam goes. That is big. These lights then go away. Like I said, we're gonna run LEDs. What? 2x6s. We're gonna put out more than enough lighting. See what it was wired for, but what I just took off didn't even have any wires to it. It just had a ground wire. So I don't know if he had it as a just a marker light. And same thing with all this stuff. All stuff has been on fire, so that's good. Yeah, like all the harnesses are have seen better days. How are you still on? Come off. What kind of multilinguistical purpose part? Get out of here. It's fine, nothing's bolted together. Maybe I should put some hardware in this. There it is. Spud wrench go there. Yeah, like all this light stuff, it's useless. Put that there. Who's calling me? I'll be right back. All right, got the lights. That's what we're gonna be running. Nice little LEDs, super bright, super fine. One high beam, one low beam. Now I need to find my drill and drill some holes to get these things mounted about where I think they're gonna be, most beneficial. And start wiring these things up. Wiring is gonna be fun. I already know this. So let me drill some holes, mount this stuff, and you can't see what I'm talking about. Yeah. Drill holes, mount it, kind of see what they look like, and then we'll start wiring this thing. And like I said, I think I don't know if I had the camera on or not, but I did probe and I am getting signal voltage forward. So I at least know I have that going on for me. So let me get these things mounted, and yeah, I'll be right back. It's going to be a bunch of cutscenes just due to the fact that, I mean, I'm drilling and mounting things. It's not really scientific. Figuring out the wiring is going to be the fun part. All right, I'll be right back. All right, guys, lights are on. What I'm going to do is start stripping back these wires, casing, and get the grounds tied together, and then figure out, at least in this harness, which is high, which is low. Then get them tied together to one of these, because I think I showed it. The previous owner, whoever built this car, has trailer hitch plugs for these, which is nice because it makes it removable as an assembly. So I really need 4 wires. Well, I really need 3 wires. I need high beam, low beam, or high beam, low beam, and blinker. I think he has all those wired to do something, and an extra wire. I'm not sure what he has, but I just need 3 signal wires out of here. Ground is obviously self-evident. Speaking of which, I should bolt these things down so I get a ground instead of just floating here. But yeah, brain fart. Yeah, I'm just gonna toil, get these things wired, and I'll bring in, we start connecting other stuff to other things to hopefully get stuff and other things to work. But I'll be back. All right, guys, I lengthened all the ground wires on these things, and I just ran basically a fake stud. What I'm gonna do now is I have to put ends on these things, which are going to be the bullet connectors, so that these can be removable. Also, if I happen to get wiring wrong, I can swap them. You know, being a bit of a committophobe. So that. Oh, I did talk to the owner, because I think I said he knows the guy who built this. Turns out he is an electrical engineer. Because I asked him, it's like, hey, by any chance, old boy who built this thing, is he an electrical engineer? Because I know he's retired. I'm pretty sure he's retired. And he's like, you know what? He actually was. How'd you know? And I told him, like, I was freaking impressed with the wiring on this thing. Like I said, I've worked on so much stuff that, you know, throughout the years, you just kind of expect things, especially like sandrails, to be hack jobs. At one point, usually they are really good, and then throughout the ownership, that slowly declines into shit. I know, but it's true. Because, you know, one car like this one, it has trail lights on it and upper lights. It apparently had another switch box somewhere that I found out about. I haven't seen it, nor do I know if there's, well, it's probably some of the wires I already cut. I didn't see evidence of anything else. But usually, throughout the years, I mean, it's like, say your Beetle or your Gear or whatever you're driving, they just, throughout the years, they wires get added. And, you know, if it was a younger owner, because I was one at one point, you can get that 50-foot spool of red wire. Yes. And wire your entire car with that. And then you pray that it doesn't break, because you can't trace it, or it's almost impossible to trace it. I would say ask me how I know, but you don't have to. I still have my Beetle that I wired with probably 100 feet of red wire. My philosophy with that car, like I said, I still have it. As long as everything's working, I'm not going to mess with it. As soon as something stops working, well, the whole car is going to get rewired. And because I love wiring so much, we always do the right thing. When we lose a system, we run more wire. You're going to see how well these butt connectors work. Yes, I know I should be running the red ones I have over there. Reason I'm not is, well, I'm trying to keep my count even. Yes, I know. Yell at me if you want. All right, these grounds, let's strip them back. I'll put ring terminals on them if I know that they work. Well, not if I know if the grounds work, if I know what we are doing works. Clamps. Just be grounding. Quick twist, clamp. All right, so that's to be, that should be grounded. This one. Now, hopefully, I wired that right, yep. Car's alive right now, or on. So let's say headlights. Side markers are on, so and so forth. Take my probe, and hopefully we can find power in one of these things. Nothing in green, nothing in brown, nothing in white. Yellow. All right, so yellow and yellow. Let me turn it off, connect them. So we'll use the outboard as headlight. Like I said, I'm going to go back and I'm hoping that these are wired the same. I'll go back and clean, run this into things. I just want to make sure the lights work. Do we have headlights? Is that on? Yes. All right, now high beams. I think that's how that works. Find another connector that's on. Brown? Ooh, it's brown. Just double check that I don't have another weird one. All right, brown. Let's go back. Turn that off. Brown wire. And then brown wire. I gotta go back and run heat shrink and all this other stuff to hide some of this stuff or to make it look good, but right now I'm just testing to make sure these things work. Those look good enough. All right, headlights. High beams. Those are stupid bright. I do have a second set of what I can swap out the headlights for. I can swap them out for a more cast beam. All right, hold on. Lights off. I can't see nothing. All right, switches. Headlights, boop. I think those will work. High beams. There we go. Is it more? Not so much, but does it look like it? Yes. Low beam, high beam. Or high beam, low beam. Taillights work on this thing? Shit, I lost everything. Ooh, we do have taillights. All right. Oh, I'm blind. I'm blonde and blonde. And blind. Oh, wow. All right, cool. Those are doing a thing. Next off in this harness, I got two more wires. I got a green and a white. All right, hazards. Let's try to track these down. Where's my Proby? Green, all right. Green. Green for blinker. And I think the center switch should have been running light. So, park lights. It would have been what, white? White, all right. Turn that off. Pull the battery. They have going on in here. The wiring's destroyed. I have new stuff. Is it? Just gonna have to wireless. They're, like I said, GM bulbs or housings, so 3157s are in here. All I'm gonna have to do is figure out what wire is what. Red for running, blue for blinker. I honestly think that's how it's supposed to be. All right, let me get this wired up. Gonna lengthen all these wires and connect it and see if we can get some blinkers going on. Because that would be nice. So let me take another, 45 minutes to wire 3, 6, 12 wires, because I have another light, because like I said, these, yeah, they're going away. I got new beep boops. So all new housings, all new wiring. Just like I said, it's old. Yeah, I'll show you the harness actually. Pretty much why we're doing this. Is that what that wire? Oh, that's that wire that was for this. All that thing, I don't know what it was for, but I went to that little small light that was there. But yeah, this wiring has seen better days. I know light sucks, but that's all melted together. So we'll get rid of this. Excuse me. And wire some other stuff. So I'll be right back. Let me get, like I said, 11 billion wires ran together, and yeah, we'll test fit it and see if the blinkers work. I know we have signal. Not sure how I want to wire it, to be honest with you. I don't know if I want, probably this entire thing is a running, but maybe just the side for a blink. So I'll always have a running light. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a good plan. Those things are bright. They're offensively good. All right, guys, it's been a few days since the last shot. Just the way things are. But the front end is wired plumb, lights are on, so on and so forth. Everything's working. Kill all this. I went a little overkill on the running lights because they are bright. But we do have headlights, high beams, and of course, blinks are now blinking. So amber indicator, so on and so forth. The hazard's hazard as well. Everything's working on that side. But yeah, those runnings are quite excessive, and I really do mean that. It's amazing what new technology is nowadays. But yeah, that's just running light. I'm not going to say it's going to be great in the nighttime driving with it, but there's a clear difference. Like I said, headlights, high beams, everything works. Been a few days since I was playing with this thing, and the reason being is been waiting on, well, taillights and accessories for this. I've had multiple shipping efforts or errors. Everything from the wrong lights being sent to lost shipments. So yeah, this is going fantastically. So the plan was I was going to run like 32 Ford style taillights, just class it up a bit, make it a little smaller, nicer, not as this. But the problem is with doing that is the first set they sent me I can't use due to the fact that, well, they're wrong. They're a 5-wire hookup, and the way that those are made, specifically, I can't integrate the tail signal with the brake light. The turn signal with the brake light, because they just shine orange because it has an orange lens in it. So we're back to this, and I found lights that I'm going to be semi-happy with. They're LEDs. They're just trailer lights. They're LEDs. That's what's on here. That's what's going to go back in here. These are incandescents or whatever. But yeah, I can make these work to do what I need it to do. Well, it's what's on here anyway for the most part. Is it going to be as nice as I wanted it? Not really. But we might readdress taillights in the future. Also, this has a plate light. I'm sure one of these might actually still have a plate light in them. Not sure. I've never taken them apart. But the reverse lights are going to go away. The plate's going to be mounted over here, and I'll put a reverse light in the skid plate. So it will have reverse lights, just not here. Kind of streamline it a little bit instead of making it look so industrially and clunky. I don't know. I'm just I'm spitballing here. Like I said, this log, I think I have to rewire pretty much everything on it. So that's a good thing. Are you 10s? You are not. So I guess first thing we're gonna do, try to get this thing stripped some to well, start doing what I need to do. Get taillights on. Now let's get these things off. Yeah, 1157 ink and bulb. Gotta keep moving, you guys. I know it's a pain in the butt to see what I'm doing anyway, but right now I'm just trying to figure out how these were put on. Stay. All right. Those I might need again. Put them there. All right, all this wiring. Weights ground, I know that. Snips. Where are my snips? Over there. Yeah, I don't know why this red wire is doubled up, unless this is a red wire. If this is a red wire, I know why it's doubled up. They're drawing voltage, or they're using it as the loop. And like I said, because I'm going to be running the plate light that's under here factory, I don't care anymore. But if this one is a red wire, I can get rid of the doubler. I just need to know what the hell's in here. They're electrical tape. And I'm not saying that in a negative way. It's refreshing that everything's done pretty good. The annoying part is, well, I guarantee they weren't ever expecting to get back into here, so everything is wired like for one shot deal. The fire kind of screwed everything up. And now the idiot in Kentucky that's rewiring this thing completely differently, I'm trying to figure this out, has to figure this out. A lot of this stuff to me just doesn't make sense. There's a lot of double overs, like looping of extra wire. I don't know why. Again, I didn't build this car. All I'm going on is what I see. All right, where's this doubler come in? So I'm trying to isolate it from the circuit. But I'm trying to get rid of it completely because I don't need this wire. But it's like bomb disposal. You cut one wire and you're either going to be right or it's not your problem anymore. And that's the thing. How the hell did... There we go. All right. I'm going to punch this hole a little bigger so I can get my thing through, and I'll grommet it as silicone around it right now. With pretty much anything I do is simplicity. And it's not only because I'm, for myself, it's for the next guy. All right. Another drill bit. That's easy enough, it'll center. Stay. Just put this where I want it. Stay. That's good. I'll mount that back. How much room do I have behind this thing? Oh, I got oodles. These guys in here need way longer. Okay. All right, so we can mount the plate holder first. That's actually going to work okay enough. What do with those vice grips? There you go. Now I just have to figure out how to mount this. I might use those original screws that were in here. Yeah, why not? All right, guys. Oh, sorry for that weird cut, but I was on the phone with my family. My parents, say hi to all of you. Anywho, how the hell did this fall out? Like, direction-wise. There we go. Anywho, I really didn't do anything much, but wired this up to see if this will work. put buck connectors on, so on and so forth. Or bullet connectors. And we put the ground on. All right, put that on. All right, yellow is yellow, I think. And red is brown. All right, let's see what happens. It should do something. Okay, we have no blinker. Why do we have no blinker? Do we have lights? All right, we do have lights, but we have no blinker. Why is the blink blink signal not blink blink signaling? Oh, now it is. That's hazards. I wonder if it's all tied in together with this one because I don't have a ground on this side. I'm wondering if it's reliant on other power sources. What will tell me that is if it gets brighter. And then we lose it on that side. All right, what do we got going on here? All right, guys, man, I gotta do a battery change. All right, this is what I figured out. In the main log, however this wiring was routed, it feeds from the dash to this. Then it makes a hard angle up to the roof lights. So what I can see is they're using the roof lights as basically a circuit or a fuse. Fortunately, they don't work. This one's still kind of hanging on, and that's why I got power to the passenger side. So all I did was I spliced in, because I got feeder power this way, and just splicing with a jumper harness, and basically sending power to there. And this now should be working, or it was working. Oh, if I connect the battery. Oh, there we go. We got a freaking blinker. And then the brake light. Well, brake light would. I replaced the relay up here, so the brake light works as well. So, everything's working. All right, what I'm gonna do now. All right, what I'm gonna do now. What's on my face? Oh, just weird shadow. Old age. What I'm gonna do now, rewire this. Let me change the battery, I'll get right back. All right, like I was saying, gonna put the other light on. This one, quick, simple, like I said, down dirty wiring job. Same thing I did on the other side, get this one working LED, and then knowing I'm going to have a problem right here, because like I said, the green for this is still something in this circuit's still working right. We don't need it anymore. I'm not running anything up here, and it's all fire damaged anyway, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. What I'm gonna do is splice them together. So the green, like I said, is doing the exact same loop, is running up and coming down, but there's still connectivity somewhere in that system that's letting it, operate. So let me get a tail light on, do some wiring there. Hopefully everything's gonna work still. And then we'll move into the cab to do headlight switch. I mean, as much as this is fighting me, I almost want to keep the all 937 toggles. But unfortunately, I do want to simplify it. I think I said I was going to put a foot kick for the high beams. I'm going to leave that alone. I'm not going to put a foot trigger in. I'm going to leave the high beam switch and put the headlight switch right under it. So still be simple. It's just going to be one toggle that works all this stuff instead of 4. Still simpler is, I guess, what I'm getting at. But let me get this stuff wired up and I'll be right back. Doing this is going to be the exact same thing as doing the other side. Actually, a little simpler because I don't got to mount a license plate. It should be just take this off, put the other one on. If developments happen, I hope not, I'll be back. All right, no developments, but just show you. We got this log's all now rewired. So the come here. Go in a light distribution spot. That works. So that'd be powered to your taillights. Either left, I think these are left side blinkers, right side blinkers, and they also run the brake lights. So that's out of that tap harness. Obviously, I cut it, and I mean this thing. Oh man, I'm getting old. She was a bit past her prime. Wasn't powering anything anyway, and roof lights aren't going on this. If the new owner decides to want to run something, I did leave the feeder wires long. What these guys, whatever, you got a yellow and green and a blue and white in here. And I think those do something else because these are 1157 bulbs. So it's probably running lights that were up here, or blinkers or brake lights, and the other option to do something else. Or he might have had something else tied into this. I can't really tell because everything's so melty. But with that said, there is switch power to those back here. You can find that and recommission this line if you want to. I left, like I said, I left them long enough to splice in if, say, down the road, the new owner wants something up there or just wants like another, I don't know, switchable cigarette lighter or something like that. But all right. All right, so now we got to figure out the interior because it is a mess and it's been getting more messy. Just trying to track down, like I said, the power. We are quite exploitated in here. So what I need to do is, like I said, currently, it's getting late, guys. My brain isn't braining anymore. Parents were in town from birthday celebration, and yeah, I've been flip-flopping, kind of, splitting time between family. You need to do it sometimes, but unfortunately, you detract away from something else. But anyway, headlight switch. So we'll have running light position. So your front, mustache lights will be on, tail lights will be on. Pull that, headlights will be on. I'm going to tee the headlights in with the high beam switch so that the headlights power will give the high beams power, and you can just toggle on high beams. So you can have all quad, the quad setup on. All four could be on at the same time. Versus when you hit the switch, just say the headlights will kill and the high beams will be on. We'll run all four. So that, like I said, driving lights will be on, everything like that. This thing, I have to do something with this. It doesn't sit as nice as I like it, but that's just how it fits. So, all right, let me figure out what the hell I'm doing, and I'll be back to you. I need a bunch of ring terminals on this and a screwdriver, which are laying all over the floors. But all right, I'll be right back. Let me get a brain thought going. All right, guys, you are very far away. And I'm limber as anything. So let's figure out how to make this switchy thing, boop, boop, do something. I lost a knob to it. I think I left it on the table, I hope. Anyway, I need 12 in, so that's simple enough. I'm just going to take one of the original wires that would have been power, because the whole car is LED. We're on a 20 amp fuse. It should be able to handle it. Just saying, throwing that one out there. If it doesn't, I'm wrong. But I should be able to handle all the lighting circuit off of a 20 amp fuse. Yahtzee. Alright, so this is going to be power for the entire car. So this wire would have been, this is off the headlight, so imagine the fuse or the switch gone, headlights are on. Same thing when I go in,
This would be high beam. Turn on its switch, but that'd turn on its high beams. I don't know if you can see if the lights are coming on or not, but they are. And the same thing is going to be for the park lights as well. So I need to get a shove an end on this. Basically what I'm doing right now is I'm deactivating the switch block. It's not needed. It's overly complicated. You have to remember things like what switch does what. Which, I mean, isn't bad if you know, drive the thing every day and so on and so forth. But I'd rather just simplicity. Something easy. Nothing fancy, but, you know, protection so that if it does touch anything, it's not going to arc out. And I think I have delete heads, but I don't know where the hell they are. All right. So, headlights. And they're on. Let's push that switch in. I wasn't concerned that they were on. I was questioning at first why they were on. I didn't realize I had to switch out. All right, so now, headlights on. High beams. They're working. I don't know if you could tell in the back shadow, but this is now controlling high beam, and the headlights are just headlights. All right, and that last one is this guy, which is going to be the parking lights. Yeah. There. That's on. Ah, crap. All right, let me find the thing. Oh, it's the actual knob. Caught it. For it. Switch. It's probably right in front of my face, isn't it? It is. All right. Walk with me, guys. Come on. All right, we can button up that side of the dash. Oh, I'll put everything back on. You can maybe see things. Jeez. What are we looking at? What are we looking at? Yeah, good enough. Whew. Turbo filming, as per usual. I'm stuck. I'm really stuck. I'm facing the wrong way. But all right, yeah, all this is done. I am calling this side of the block good. Oh no, we still got to put an connection in. Well, poop. We could do that next. What are we hitting on? Just want to make sure everything goes back in. It does. All right, yeah. Still got to put an ignition in. We're still hot wired, but now those do absolutely nothing. High beams obviously do nothing until you pull out the headlights. Uh-oh. I'm thinking, I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we have a problem, obviously. That's good, that's good. That's good. How did I lose all power? And we're back. Yeah, everything's working. Something in this key switch. It's fine, we're changing it. But yeah, anyway. Not gonna really try to mess with this stuff too much. But get it back sort of in here. Still gotta change the key switch. Yeah, it's something with that. But yeah, all these, they don't do anything anymore. That's still working. Blinker still working. Both ways. And then, like I said, headlights come on, high beam switch. Blinkers. Blinkers. And I can see the rear running lights. So, a lot more streamlined, I'd say, as far as the lighting goes. But with that said, I'm gonna probably end this episode. So let me get you reset up. Like I said, I got a lot less accomplished than what I wanted to get done, but this was a nightmare to get sorted out. We're moving in semi the right direction as far as getting the, really it's an ignition switch, a fuel pump. I got to wire in a couple things back there. So it's not much. It's just going to be quick. That part of it hopefully should be quick. I guess is what I'm getting at. The just getting this light sorted out took way too long. Hoping the wiper motor works, all that stuff. So let me get you guys set up. I'll close this one out. It has been a time to try to get this thing done, but it is at least working. Oh yeah, and the brake light switch, I think I said that works. So all the lighting circuits work. Next is to get the engine circuiting stuff working. I'm not sure what this light does. I think that's for the ignition charging. I don't know. That's horn. Well, the horn did work. Everything's broken again. Oh, my clip fell off. Anyhow, join me in the front of the car. I'll close this thing out. All right, guys, closing this episode out on this 70-ish Sanrail with a bunch of extra wiring and stuff that I may or may not still need. But yes, it took way longer than I expected. I'm not going to lie, but you know what? Like I think I rambled about this before. I don't have a wiring schematic for this thing. I had to go through everything and, test probe and make sure stuff works. But I do like the look of it, me personally. I hope the owner does with the smaller lights in front. Streamlines it a little more instead of that big goofy, excuse me. Instead of these big goofy bug eyes or bug eye that was on it. So I'm hoping he does like it. Like I said, streamlined. More monitor. I still got to adjust them in, but I mean, they're not that far off of where they need to be. The entire car now is wired LED, so less of a power load, which if I can get away with running LEDs, I absolutely love them. So that's all done. Like I said, I was hoping to get a lot more done on this, at least for this episode, but I know it's running way too long for just doing the lights. Good news is I didn't have to rewire the entire power log, so that is definitely saving the owner money. Had to get into it. Luckily, whoever, like I said, did wire this car was nice enough not to be wired all in the same color. Granted, I've done it, so I would, not this, but I have done that before, so I can, probably dance my way through that as well. Yeah, but next episode, we'll get the ignition switch put in, wiper motor working, everything's in the dash at that point. I got to sort out, I still need a power wire, main power cable, and I look at it. But yeah, we'll sort out the engine side of the electrics and wiper motor, and then a fuel pump. And I got a little tightening up in the back, but yeah, that should be it for at least the electrical. I might do a mid-week release. Calm down. I probably won't, just the way that this car's been going, but that should be semi-quick. But the other things we still have to do on this thing is I got to do, the ball joints are good. If you watch one of my bus videos, I'm just going to reboot them because they're exploded. So new boots on the front end, reboot the rear axle, and I do a fill and spill on the transmission. Restart this thing because I haven't heard it. Oh, relocate the bomb to where it's supposed to live. But refire this thing because the last time it ran was the last video that it ran in. it hasn't ran since. So hopefully it's still going to do things. But anyway, I'm rambling, so we're going to end this. If you like this video, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. If you do, I promise you we will chit chat. As always, thanks for watching. Hopefully, see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.